I just want to show you what Edge Animate actually created. If you took a look at the lessons video file just a few videos ago, then I'm going to kind of be covering some same ground here, but it's good to see. With your project open, let's go ahead and close it. That sounds kind of odd, but go to File, Close, and you can either come to Open File or File, Open. Go and do that. And then look in your Project Start folder. You will see that we have an Animate file, a .an file. This is your Animate project file. When you go to save a project or a composition, this thing you're working on, a file in Animate, it's going to create all of this stuff. Okay? If you start from scratch, it's going to create an HTML file, which is what you're actually opening in Edge Animate. I'll explain that in a second. It's going to create a bunch of include files, which are a couple JavaScript files, including jQuery, and 3 JavaScript files out here, which are completely necessary to get this to run. When you first create this thing and then you save it, you can, if you want to, open and close this AN file. Now, this is sort of like, this little file is sort of like a, like an index. I don't know if you're familiar with XML. Probably not. I don't know. It's like a table of contents or an index. It does a little more than that, but it kind of tells Edge Animate where things are, what they're called. Here's the HTML file. I want you to open that. So if you open an Animate project file like this, it's ultimately going to actually open the HTML file in Edge Animate. So you could technically just go open this in Edge Animate and you'd be fine. This is why we can go take an HTML file that has nothing to do with Edge Animate and open it directly in Edge Animate. And it'll create all these files to get it to work, to get the animation and different things we're going to add to it to get it to work. So I want to give you a quick heads up on that. I will typically open the Animate file just because. So open that up again, and you should see your composition, they call it out here. This is your file, okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to start to set up some of the basic properties of working with Edge Animate. And as we go through this course, I'm going to talk to you guys about working with guides, working with rulers, just little ins and outs, things like that, but in context, okay? So leave your project file open. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to start to attack the stage.